There's a partner that know how to move, and the rest is real easy. Just dig the groove. And when you get yourself started, it's hard to stop. You just go for your partners, you know what? And then you GRABTAGFCAKES. Ah, grab them, catch. Oh, what's all you do? Grab them, catch. And listen, I don't care what it takes. Grab them, catch. Oh, I feel when you do it to me. Grab them, catch. Oh, yeah. This is the old talking to your mama. Live and it's sure off living color. Well, you move to the left, or then you move to the right, and then you squeeze your partner with all your might, or then you let your man loose, and then you turn him on out, or then you do your thing, or just scream and shout. And when you get yourself started, it's hard to stop. You just go for your partners, you know what? And then you GRABTAGFCAKES. Oh, grab them, catch. Grab them, catch. We don't care what it takes. Grab them, catch. I feel when you do it to me. Just grab them, catch. Oh, yeah. Oh, it sounds a little bit like the wolf man again. No, but it's the dog, baby. 310 pounds and nothing but twisted steel. A little bit of flexibility. I'm barking at the moon. Get that left leg going, baby. And then your right one. You got it. Well, when you get yourself started, it's hard to stop. Just go for your partners, you know what? I think you GRABTAGFCAKES. Ah, grab them, catch. Oh, is that all you do? I say grab them, catch. Oh, he don't care what it takes. Grab them, catch. Oh, what I tell you when you do it to me, just grab them, catch. All the kids are doing, grab them, catch. The whole world is doing it. Hey, grab them, catch. Look at me. Grab them, catch. Oh yeah. Grab them, catch. Get it together, baby. Grab them, catch. All the way from New York City. Grab them, catch. Back to Louisiana. Grab them, catch. Still so nice here today, twice. Grab them, catch. New York.
All right!
Is that something?
The dog getting down!
If I could expostulate just momentarily on the...
150 pounds, Peter Whisker, and Thunder Todd L.
Welcome once again, everybody, to another episode of the MPW Winter Games. For those of you tuning in for the first time, this is a multi-night tournament, 15 nights in fact, round-robin style, where every single night we have a different stipulation where we have 16 teams face off against each other, trying to earn points. And the team with the most points at the end of the whole thing gets to choose one of two prizes. They can either challenge for the tag team championships as a unit, or they can challenge for a singles title, any singles title that they're eligible for, triple threat style. So we've seen some teams getting quite nasty in their quest to win these winter games, and tonight it is going to get nastier than ever, as it is first blood. That's right, the team that makes not just one but both of the opponents of the opposite team begin bleeding will come out the victors and net themselves 40 points in this tournament. Look at this, Dragons busting out a sledgehammer. That's going to be a good way to get some people bleeding. Fortunately, it can be turned against you once you bring out those weapons. Got to be careful with those. If you don't know your way with them, you're going to end up screwing yourself. Alright, we'll do betting for our first match. Bet option 1 for the big race. Bet option 2 for the Fellowship. The Fellowship coming into this with a major directive from the Master of the Light, telling them that they must win this tournament or face dire consequences. Fellowship has dished out consequences before, never working in favor of who they are, that can be sure. We've seen members excommunicated, beaten, turned into even further slaves. Uh-oh! Thunder Turtle busted open on that DDT on the outside, and that hard floor raises the impact of every move threefold. Welcome to Lee. You just missed Thunder Turtle getting busted open, but besides that, This is our first match in the First Blood Winter Games. The Fellowship have taken the lead here at the start.
A competitor.
And there it is.
Eliminated.
And the Fellowship take a very quick victory in this opening contest, taking themselves 40 points and shooting themselves up into first place. 198 points overall for the Fellowship. Certainly, good start for them. Can they hold on to first place, though? Still many more matches to come tonight. This could just be a temporary first place. Let's go ahead and get things moving on into that next match. Now I can go ahead and get into Universe mode. Oh, I'm on Starbound. Burp. Starbound will be on Wednesday, though. Those of you who may be tuning in for the first time seeing the Winter Games, this is a special thing we're doing. Starbound is our weekly show, 10 p.m. Wednesdays, every Wednesday, Eastern Time. Eastern Time is the standard for entertainment, regardless of what some other people may wish. Start show. Just happens to be convenient for me that I am also East Coast time, but hey, it's people, it's like, yeah, I start at 7. I'm like, great. It's like, yeah. And then I go in at 7, and it's like, what the fuck? Where you been? And it's like, nah, bro, I meant 7 o'clock. Fucking West Coast time. It's like, jackass, nobody goes by West Coast time. Speaking of jackasses, Devin Kunn misses the pyro again. So much money wasted every time we do this. We're gonna go ahead and get through this. Yeah, we get it. Crowd's cheering. Wonderful. Alright, from here on out, the rest of the matches are going to be within the Universe mode, which is going to be easy loading. No setting up anything, which is far easier. Be able to look over it. Yeah, I posted in Discord about that. It was, I was right, dude. There was only, I don't know where you guys are getting 3 pinfalls from. It was only 2. I mean, he hit some moves, but he never pinned them. But if he pinned him, he didn't get him pinned for a 3. So yeah, that was what I had. Who won? Literally the same team. Why would a different team win if it was the same score? We're loading up here for our next one. Let me get the bets set up. And the music. The main event. That was a little fishier. That was... So I reviewed the tape on that one, and the way it essentially worked out is they had the same number of pins, which was 2 each. Each member of the team got a pin. Each member of the team was pinned. So, like, it really was even as even could be. So the decision is nobody wins. And both teams got points purely just for the pins that they got in the match. So each team got 18 points for that night. And that was the ruling on that. And our next match is set. We're going to head down ringside and see you there.
Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Just give me the light and pass the joke.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 580 pounds, Max Perkins and El Jefe.
Could I be your protector? Your open every sector. Every man around them want on your inspector. Till I let them think and I drill you with no lecture. But the part drill are them fuel inspector. And the back inspector, disease collector. None of them a fall out and walk come wreck ya. Don't know the part where you got in your center. But you know you not let them guy they affect you, yo, girl. Just give me the light and pass the joke. Yeah, let me have the light and I got to know. Which one is gonna catch my flow? I mean, on the vibes and I got my dough. Yeah, let me look it up and I got to know.
Vader and Space Dog taking on El Perfecto, who has truly made a name for themselves as the only team so far that Country Savage has not been able to beat. And with that, they are definitely looking much more favorable in this whole tournament than they were previously. And we'll see how they do in this contest against Invader and Space Dog, the current Freak Show champion. Betting is live. Bet option 1 for Invader and Space Dog. Bet option 2 for El Perfecto. I mean, as of last night, Country Savage wasn't first, but since the Fellowship won, they took 40 points, and that took them into first place with 198. Can a dog show blood? I mean, as far as the match is concerned, yes, he could bleed, but as far as will we see it, probably not, because they don't bleed over masks. I was saying that was the same problem we had with Thunder Turtle and Lil Bunny before. We couldn't see their blood either. So you wouldn't see... The only person you'll see blood on in this match is Max. Well, I'm talking about as far as game mechanics. No, I'm going outside of the kayfabe things here because this is a game limitation. This isn't something that I can really go around, unfortunately. Look at this. Invader left alone with both members of El Perfecto. Flipped upside down, almost sent into orbit. The Invader is ecstatic when he heard about the recent news of there being plant life grown on Mars. Hoping that he might be able to return there and maybe even find more of his kind. Why do you keep having dreams where there's a large Target store at Disney World? Have you been watching lots of Abandoned? Because that's like the two main things he covers is like Disney and Target. So maybe you just merge the two. I am impartial. I do not pick teams. Oh God, Invader slammed face first into the kendo stick. That's gonna hurt in the morning. Space Dog at the mercy of El Perfecto here. And gotta tell you that. Not necessarily win for El Perfecto, but at least showing that Country Savage is fallible. Certainly has to give him a lot of confidence. We've been seeing that in this match. Cruel reality on the Space Dog, and well, won't make him bleed, but it's going to keep him from doing much to you. We got Invader rolling Jeff Yabacoa back into the ring, and see, we got a bat, we got a kendo stick. at your old school for Twin Day. Oh, that's cute. I mean, good thing you didn't go to public school where anything crazy might happen. Oh, nice catch by Max. Well, the easy answer to that, I guess, would be Dinkelberg isn't in the tournament. I guess it's hard to place in last if you're not even in the tournament. Nobody wants to be... Oh, who the fuck even just... Was it Jeff? I think Jeff just got busted open there. Yeah, but nobody even wants to be friends with Miles. He couldn't come up with a team. I won't lie, and this is like a little bit of a... This is a little bit of a behind-the-scenes scoop. You can get this from MPWscoops.com. You found this headline. There was originally backstage plans for Miles Dinkelberg and Butch Beefcake to link up, but obviously they never came together. If you remember some of the past events, you'll probably see how that was possibly coming together at some point, and just never really fleshed out. Just never really felt like playing the whole thing through. Fake MPW. I mean, you can. I can't stop you. I can't supply all these headlines, though. You have to find your own sources. You don't know how to website? Bro, don't you listen to podcasts? Just go to Squarespace. Anybody can make a website with Squarespace. Oh, I gotta get me one of them Squarespace partnerships and an Audible code. I gotta get one of those. And Casper mattresses, Blue Apron, yeah, all the usual suspects.
A competitor.
Oh, with an elbow. Dollar Shave. I don't think I'm the right guy to endorse Dollar Shave Club. Just gonna go out and say that. Well, tonight, not working out quite as well for El Perfecto as last night did. Invader and Space Dog take the clean sweep here. 40 points goes to Invader and Space Dog, jumping them up to 147. I don't think I showed this at the beginning of the show here where we're sitting at. For those who can't pull it up, you see the Fellowship jumped up there in the first place when they got their victory. There's Invader and Space Dog, where they jumped up to. El Perfecto sitting still a little bit below that. Could have really used those 40 points. But unfortunately, not victorious here tonight. Invader and Space Dog took those 40 points. Still many more matches to come, though. Many more points to be earned. So we'll be seeing this standings change quite a bit before this evening is done. Of course, much more before the Winter Games are over. Dylan Wood, how you doing, homie? Welcome to the MPW Winter Games. We actually just finished this match here, but we're going to go ahead and get loading into our next one. Tonight's theme is First Blood, so every match tonight is a First Blood tag team match. So if you like seeing people bleed, you are in the right place. We are doing a big round-robin tournament. Easy word for me to say. Tournament. Featuring 16 teams here in MPW. All going head-to-head on different nights and different stipulations. So we've already done like steel cage matches, ladder matches, table matches, submission matches. As I said, tonight's First Blood, and still to come we got stuff like Hell in a Cell, Table Match Challenge, and a few more fun surprises. I'm keeping up the sleeve for that. You You'll have to check those MPW Dirt Sheet Rumor websites to see what might be coming up in the future. I'd say we're all doing pretty well there, Dylan. How you doing tonight, my friend? We are, of course, anxiously awaiting our next match to come in here. I'm just going to get the betting queued up here and the music so that hopefully everything goes relatively smoothly with it. And we're going to be heading ringside very shortly. You heard Spence Danger was going to resign. I mean, there's a period where I thought he already did, and he changed his name to Nick James. But I think that one was squashed. So, looks like our next match is just about set, guys. We're going to head ringside. I'll see you there for more First Blood action. "20 minutes on the clock. Referee calls for the bell. And we got Chaos and Nick James against The Authority. First Blood underway. Let's go ahead and fire up the bets. The Authority is option 1. Chaos, Nick James, option 2. Who will make their opponents bleed first in this contest? Authority, known for their cruel and unusual punishment of their opponents. You'd have to think a match like a First Blood would really favor them, but Nick James, a former hardcore champion, no stranger to getting violent himself. Oof. And of course the star of The Authority is the tank Dedrick Davis, a young rookie who, in his short span here, already stole himself an all-star championship run. It's really been the heart of the team, has completely reinvigorated a career for Daniel Hopper, who has disappeared from us for well over a year. Hopper, who last we saw him was when he was in part of a tag team with Jack Flame Hammonds, and fortunately Jack Hammonds got caught not in one but 2 fires, collapsing and severely burning his body. And then, after his last Mega Mania, charged into a 3rd fire. He was never found again. We don't know what happened to Jack, but since then he has not appeared in any MPW. We've not heard of him. Nobody has seen him. So we, at this time, just thank Jack Hammonds for the memories. Daniel Hopper, though, the heartless bastard he is, never even mentions his former partner. I have to wonder how someone like Diedrich could even trust Daniel Hopper after something like that. Nick James. The relationship with him and Chaos is a little more interesting. We don't really know where they come from. Could they be childhood friends? Could Chaos just be a gun for hire? Diedrich does hate criminals like his dad. And that doesn't mean like his dad also hate criminals. His dad was a criminal, having a run in prison. I'm sure Daniel Hopper, Ethan Davis may have crossed paths in the past, not just here in MPW, but in the streets. This is the 3rd match? Yes, that is correct. This is the 3rd match.
A competitor.
Oh! And a brutal beatdown by Daniel Hopper has busted open Chaos. And the Authority has taken the advantage here. 2-on-1. Nick James left alone. I believe Lolly's match is still yet to come. Right now we got the Authority against Chaos and Nick James. Chaos still laying unconscious and bloody on the outside. He has been taken out of this match. Nick James left alone with Diedrich Davis and Daniel Hopper, both members of the Authority. What is up, Dee Dee? Welcome to the MPW Winter Games. We are having a series of First Blood matches tonight, and in this match, we've already seen Nick James' partner get eliminated. He is left alone with both members of the Authority, and he is fighting back the best he can, but how long will it be before we see him start to bleed? Who is Commander Root? I have no idea. I don't think they've ever said a word, but I know I've seen them lurking there, so sometimes people just do that. They're just there, like, all the time, but they never say anything, and that's cool, you know. That's how they want to watch. That's how they can watch. I'm sure a lot of people remember Pro Rookie, just like silently sat there all the time, and like, it was so weird. Like, anytime we mentioned it, they're like, oh no, I'm here. I'm like, oh shit. I haven't seen Pro Rookie in a while, but you know, there's people that are like that. That's cool. You know, not everyone likes to talk. Some people just like to throw things on in the background. I wouldn't say it's awkward, but I mean, maybe they just, you know, do others. I don't chat a lot usually when I have other streams up. I usually throw it up while I'm doing something else. You know, I'll have it on one screen while I'm working on the other, or while I'm cleaning up around the room or something. How does he have so much gold? He never spends it. He just sits there and just collects it. So anytime I make it rain, or the natural payout of gold, or anything, he just keeps racking it up. He or she just keeps racking it up. And then they don't have an MPW character or anything, so it just keeps going. And I don't know if that's even possible to make someone bleed, but it'll definitely snap a vertebrae. Yeah, I mean, they don't need to bet. Like I said, they can, even if they just get like the make it rains I do, and they don't spend it ever, you know, that'll add up. That'll add up a lot more than you would think it would. You don't notice because you're always upgrading and shit. Oh, well, that's that.
Here are your winners, Daniel and the Tank, D. Ray David, the Authority.
And the Authority takes home 40 points tonight from the Winter Games tournament. What a necessary 40 points that was. That jumped them out of last place. So now they are up here. And look who's back down in last. Powerhouse. Oh, these poor guys can't get a break. Well, congratulations to the Authority, and unfortunately for the second match in a row, we have no winners on the bets. You guys got to bet better. What's going on here? Or at least some people got to try spreading their bets out. Bet for the underdog. Sometimes it will work out. Especially if you see a lot of people betting on the other one. You play ATB. To be fair, very often it is ATB's fault, so it's usually the safe way to go. I still blame ATB for Tino Palestini upsetting the Fundies guy at his debut. Is the Authority the natural enemies of Crime Time? I believe you mean the BMFs. Yeah, they're the natural enemies of the BMFs. Yes. Although the only match that they've had so far was the one here in the Winter Games. We haven't actually seen them fight on Starbound or anything yet. Genetic talent and strength? Are we seeing the same guy? What is the BMFs have? We've been over this. It's just letters, you know, like UPS. Or, yeah, MPW. Have you never seen Pulp Fiction Delete? Or TTF? If you've seen Pulp Fiction, you should know damn well what BMF stands for. I'll give you a hint. Samuel L. Jackson's wallet. Ringing any bells? There you go. You got it. Probably just had to say Samuel L. Jackson. It's like, oh, duh. You thought it might mean something else? Nah. Alright guys, we are going to head ringside. I'll see you there. Quarter pounder, yeah, that's what it stands for.
pounds, the Beast, Man, and the Reaper, Havoc.
And speak of the devil, well, I was referring to BMFs, but I guess we got the demons here as well. It's the BMFs versus Havoc. Go ahead and start the betting on here. Option 1 for BMFs, 2 for Havoc. And what an important match this is. These teams are the second and third last place teams. Both of them rather, desperately in need of points. 40 points in this first blood match. Go a long way for them. What color do demons even bleed? We may find out. BMF's disappointment. Yeah, I would say so, considering you pegged them to win. I mean, it's not too late, I would say. I mean, BMFs could possibly still turn this around. There's still a few more nights left in this tournament. But it's going to be tough. They'd have to win every match and hope that some other teams don't win all theirs. It's not impossible, but not very likely. And you could say the same thing for Havoc. Almost seems futile for these teams to put too much more effort, but yet fight they will anyway, even if there is the littlest chance. Heck, even if there is no chance, who wants to get stuck in last place? Beastman choking Trevor. Oh. Here comes Banewrecker, the larger of the two. Taking on Reaper, the larger of Havoc. And Beastman introduces the first weapon here. That is stiff kendo stick shot to the ribs of Trevor Townsend. Killer boy. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the Winter Games. We got First Blood tag team action going on here with Havoc taking on the BMFs. Batman or Superman, Captain America or Iron Man. Is that supposed to be like one of the four? I mean, yeah, like Batman trumps all. Batman by far is not even necessarily the most interesting villain, but by far has the most interesting universe compared to all of them. Even though, yeah, I get like they're all kind of connected and all, but like as far as what's in their world, you know, like that's Batman has the best. Headbutts to Trevor Townsend. Surprisingly, no one got busted open there. Oh, look at the stack of bodies. Yeah, Superman sucks, and even more so his villains suck. Like, Batman's cool, and then he has, like, the most badass villains, too. And it's not even just, like, one or two. There's, like, a dozen cool Batman villains. You're good? Oh. I'm not actually playing. I hope you don't think that this is me playing the game. Believe me, this is far better than how I would be playing. Trevor Townsend just got the big boot, and he is out of here. Banewrecker. left alone. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're all bad. I mean, Lex Luthor's okay. Doomsday's kind of cool. And, you know, it starts running kind of thin after that. You know, Batman, you got freaking Joker, Catwoman, Harley, Mr. Freeze, Scarecrow, Killer Croc, Calendar Man, the creepy puppet thing. You know, the list just goes on and on. Someone understands superheroes. I mean, to be fair, I have very limited knowledge as far as, like, I've probably only half read 3 or 4 comic books in my lifetime. And I'm not, like, extended knowledge of any of these universes. I just know what I like, you know? It's one of those things that I don't know art, but I know what I like.
A competitor has been
Havoc just took this one. Man and Reaper. Clean sweep the BMFs tonight, and well, I would say at this point it might be too late for the BMFs. But Havoc looking much better, gaining 40 points, jumping up to 115 total. Who knows when we can see Havoc from them. That free sub? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking on the Twitch? Oh, Subway. I have no idea what you're talking about. Subway. I'm freaking hungry, dude. Don't be talking about subs. Even though Subway is fucking gross. When you make him inspiring and wholesome enough, I think Superman can be a likable enough character. I've never gotten into Superman personally. And it's not even for a lot of the typical reasons that a lot of other people do. Oh, he's invincible. I mean, yeah, I don't like that either. I just think he's boring. I think his suit is goofy. And I just never got into Superman. Batman was more nuanced. You know? There were more, what would you say? He was still like a man, you know? Like, he could get hurt. You punch him hard enough and still freaking hurt the guy. Hasn't been a good Superman movie. I mean, I would argue there's never been a good Superman movie, but to be fair, I mean, I haven't watched the one since, like, in the 40s, you know? I've seen the Christopher Reeve ones, or at least some of them. Spawn? Spawn to me was like the dark and edgy superhero of the 90s. At least, like a very contrived one though. Like the cool dark and edgy superhero of the 90s was Blade. Like Blade was badass, like he was the right level. But then Spawn was just like, hey kids, do you like Marilyn Manson and Rob Zombie? Well, here's a comic book superhero for you. Yeah, so I never got too into Spawn. Anyway, we're gonna head ringside, guys. Looks like our next match is set. I'll see you there.
Bulldozer!
weapon master. Styles causing street disaster. Blades cut faster than a scary slasher. Tai Chi, Kung Fu fighting, ODB. Hands quick as lightning, technique too deadly. Iron fist through the ball, switch styles like lay long. Let's get it on, heavy job, broke your snout out.
Our next contest about to begin here, Powerhouse against Rush Hour. Rush Hour, who ever since linking together has been really seeing a new level of success for each of them. Akira becoming the new hardcore champion, and Draken recently qualifying for the Proving Grounds at our next major event of the same name. There you go, the bets are there, guys. Bet option 1 from Powerhouse, 2 for Rush Hour. Yeah, I can see a lot of people not go ahead and dropping any bets on Powerhouse, as Powerhouse currently sits last place. Only 66 points, by far the furthest down there. Will this just be a walk in the park for Rush Hour? I mean, you want to talk about a team that's really disappointed with their performance in the Winter Games. Powerhouse has been stinking it. Which is a shame, because during these Winter Games, as we talk about single success, Bulldozer shocked the world by winning the All-Star Championship. Oh, the halcyon days of when we had Bulldozer as All-Star Champion. Am I right, guys? If only we knew how good we had it. What the probing match is going to be. Listen, dude, I don't know what kind of show you think this is. We ain't having no probing match. You're gonna have to go to a different channel for that kind of stuff. Oh, Lethal Impact. Yeah, Draken's finishing moveset also takes on a whole new meaning in a probing match with a Lethal Impact and a Lethal Injection. And then Bulldozer's finishers the Heavy Load. Oh, goodness. Alright. This match is continuing, though we got split offense, and there's the Heavy Load by Bulldozer. Oh, Bulldozer now. Looking for a weapon. Oh, God, that went low. Oh, Draken's going to be singing falsetto this weekend. I kid, he's going to be rapping falsetto. Bulldozer and Avalanche, rather, both members of Powerhouse, have taken control here in this match for at least the time being. So far, no eliminations. It seems this is another one of those stipulations where as soon as one member goes down, victory is almost guaranteed quickly for the other team. It is hard to make a comeback in a match like this. Oh, no. Akira was going for the blind Winded Dune, but Avalanche saw that coming and did a vicious snap. Oh, good. And Akira's been flattened on the ramp, and Draken not looking too good either. Will this be the night Powerhouse turns around? Could you imagine if Powerhouse suddenly turned around and won the whole thing? What a comeback story that would be. Cinderella story. Now I'm just picturing Avalanche in a Cinderella dress. That's a lovely thought. Bulldozer high above the head of Draken. What strength. This fight has completely spilled up the ramp here. Completely forgotten about the ring. heavy load again by Bulldozer, and Draken, he barely felt it. Bulldozer, though, quick to respond right back to him, not lightening up his offense at all, but Draken fighting back Akira. Oof. Still not doing too well, and the lethal impact once again. Bulldozer and Draken going hard in the paint on each other. Uh-oh. Oh, missed. He missed, but he didn't miss that time. Oh. A few more shots from that sledgehammer. Oh, he got rid of it. I was going to say that would be guaranteeing to bust someone open sooner or later. Draken tossing the sledgehammer aside. And there's the blind wind of doom from Akira outside on Avalanche. These two are fighting further and further away from each other. We'll try to keep a good view on both parts of the action here, but we haven't invented split screen yet, so this is how it goes. Harsh right hand by Avalanche. Look, once again, is Draken gonna hit another lethal impact? If this was any other match where he could pin him, this would be over. But unfortunately, lethal impact not gonna bust Bulldozer open. It's gonna take something a little more ironically impactful. Oh, tables being introduced. Draken never done too well with a table. Look at this. These two have been paired off like this for quite some time with this match. Yeah, but you probably lost like 4 times as many tables matches as you won. Yeah, you can't be like, I won one that one time. Did you guys even win the tables match night? Hold on, let me see here. When was table match night? Table match night was night 5. Rush Hour was swept that night. Rush Hour got no points. Avalanche. Oof. Kira's spine. Gonna need realignment after colliding on our ramp there. That is not a soft surface. Far different from our ring. We are approaching 11 minutes left in this match, and we've still seen no eliminations. This is incredible. Nobody wants to bleed. Everybody on their feet, probably because they need to try to get a view with all these people separated. Like, oh!
A competitor.
Oh, someone's out.
Eliminated.
Bulldozer's out. Draken, I believe, was with a series of fists. Just busted open Bulldozer, and there we go. Rush Hour is taking the lead, and there we go. Wow, before Draken can even get there.
I'm thinking of the moment they saw that never been sure.
guys. Congratulations to the people who won their bets, and congratulations to Rush Hour taking victory here. Very unique fashion there, too. 40 points for Rush Hour. And that jumps them to 148 points total. And they are in the top 5. Rush Hour is 5th place at this time, but of course still more matches to come before this night's complete. So we'll see where they end before we get to the next one here. Let's keep on moving. Alright, we got 3 matches left here for Winter Games First Blood. Get the music and the betting all set here, and we'll be rolling. Yeah, so far the standings certainly getting heated, especially the top few spots. I mean, I would say anybody in the top 10 still has a shot at taking this whole thing home. Below that, might be a little too late, but who knows, anything can happen. At the very least for those teams, as I said before, it's a fight just not to end in last place, because what an embarrassment that would be. Almost like there should be like there should be something for the last place team, like kind of like, you know, in Practical Jokers, where whoever comes in last has to, like, you know, get kicked in the nuts or something. Like, whoever comes in last should, like, have to get kicked in the nuts. Yeah, kick him in the nuts. So, you know what we'll do? We'll just, we'll put them in a match with Miles Dinkelberg. And Miles Dinkelberg can hit them in the nuts over and over. Q wrestled Tommy Dreamer dressed as Peter Pan. That was a good one. Yeah. Pretty sure Tommy Dreamer hit him in the nuts. It always involves getting hit in the nuts. Alright, we're gonna head ringside, guys. got Bonebreaker Society, Feline Fine facing off against each other. Bonebreaker Society is option 1, Feline Fine option 2. Get your bets in. Who will make the other team bleed first? And you see these teams next to each other, it almost looks very evenly matched. You got Silver Skull and Big Bad Lion, the giant powerhouses of the team. And you got Kitty and Caleb, quicker, more agile members of the team. Certainly be interesting to see who can come out on top here. Bonebreaker Society have had their differences as of late, but it has been seeming like they've been able to at least coexist through these winter games, knowing how important the prize is. Trying to see where these teams are sitting on the overall here. Bonebreaker Society, 4th place, still sitting pretty. They can get 40 points here. That'll actually make them highly competitive for 1st place. Feline Fine not doing anywhere near as well. They're actually 5th last, all the way down there with 95 points. So a much more desperately needed 40 points for Feline Fine, or heck, if even they could at least make one of them bleed, they would still get 18. We're yet to see any team do that. Once one member goes down, the other member falls very quickly after. There's big point advantage for the winning teams tonight, so all that much more important that you are the one that does that. Again, the action separating here a bit. Keep following it as it goes. You got Silver Skull and Wago's Cat 3. 2 black and whites battling on the right. Big Bad Lion and Caleb Bennett on the left. Caleb Bennett, who has just been on another planet ever since losing his All-Star Championship we had. And that was weeks ago at this point. And binge drinking, not paying attention in his matches. Luckily, Silver Skull has been carrying a lot of the slack, gaining a lot of the victories. It looks like Silver Skull may be ready to do a little bit more of that right now. Blackout! Oh, wait! Ooh. Blackout slam onto Kitty. Caleb Bennett. The Lion. Fighting on the left here, and highly disadvantaged as far as size and power, but the heart of a lion that beats inside Caleb, for lack of a better euphemism. It's what keeps him competitive. Caleb, look at this. Shining Wizard. The very move that secured him his All-Star Championship. We've been seeing him bringing that more and more into play. What the hell he's doing here? Ooh! Whatever he did, it was effective to Lion there, and Lion dazed on his feet there. Back inside the ring, all 4 competitors are. Caleb might want to keep an eye on Wago's Cat there. Somehow the 2 smaller people are actually dominating the bigger guys. Oh! And Caleb fly. Silver Skull and Wago's Kitty going back and forth. I don't know how much those shots are really even hurting Skull. How do you even make a Silver Skull bleed? I don't know. You got to hit him really, really hard. And oh, look at Lion's back. Not even able to sustain the weight. Caleb Bennett He's going to try again. Oh, he slips. Caleb Bennett really coming alive in this match here. If he can keep this up, I think victory may be near for Bonebreaker Society unless Silver Skull can't survive the onslaught of Wago's Cat. Oh my. No! Look at that. Silver Skull jumping right back to his feet. He cannot keep this beam down. Skull, such a monster. Honestly shocking that we have never seen Skull win the World Championship at any point here in MPW. Oh, he's going to send Kitty for a ride. Where's he going to send him? Oh, changing it up. Oh. And this Lion, I think so dazed, he doesn't even know what to do right now. We're approaching 13 minutes left in this match. Oh, and the fists. Oh! Never mind, Lion's got the better fisting. He's got more fisting experience, he does. And look at this, oh, Shining Wizard! Second one Caleb has done to the Lion. I mean, I might say Lion might be the best at fisting in the entire MPW company. He's been doing it for years. You know, nobody does it better. Oh, Lion though. In this match is the best bleeder and the first one eliminated. That leaves Kitty alone with Bonebreaker Society. Silver Skull crossing the throat, signaling the end is near for Wago's Cat 3. How is he going to survive against these two brutes? Oh, choke slam. Well, see, the thing about Lion is, though, he has the unique distinction of also being exceptionally good at fisting and exceptionally good at being the fistee. So, that's a thing. Got 11 minutes on the clock. And Ultimo Wago's Cat. Oh! Dodges that one there, but again, the numbers game. Not to mention, these ain't just anybody. This is Bonebreaker Society you're in there with. Do not envy Ultimo Wago's Cat 3 right now. One of the toughest tasks possible we've seen here in Winter Games, trying to come back 2-on-1. First blood against Bonebreaker Society. We're almost halfway through the timer for this match, and oh, one and only Caleb with a mission, almost like he's out here to prove something. Fortunately, Caleb did not qualify for the Proving Grounds. Did not be able to prove himself there, so maybe that's why he's doing it here. Skull busts him open, it's over. is a clean sweep for the Bonebreaker Society. Let me go ahead and get them points on the chart here. Bonebreaker Society, 40 points. Oh my goodness, look how close that is. Fortunately for Bonebreaker Society, they come up just short of jumping up into first place, but only 3 points. So it is a hot race up there at the top. And it ain't over yet, folks. We still got 2 more matches to come. Let's keep the ball rolling on this MPW Winter Games First Blood. What we got coming up next here? Get the betting. Get the music. Oh. I woke up with a hell of a stiff neck. I don't know why I was going to say headache. I think it was from the cold or something. I don't know. It's been kicking my ass all damn day. Yeah, I'm thinking it's because of the cold. I don't know. I don't really know how that makes sense. Well, not all of us. Unfortunately, only those of us under 30. What's the temp up there? It's normalized today. Today, I think we went above freezing at some point, so it's back to more normal winter weather temperatures. For Chicago! Haze. It's hazy. Everyone's lighting up because they're freaking too cold. It's actually not that cold. You see, even in Chicago, it's back up to 13. It's not that cold. I mean, it's cold, but it's not that cold. It's not fucking minus 50, you know? Alright, we're gonna head ringside, guys. Super cold? No, not really. 13? It's chilly. I mean, it's below freezing, but I mean, like, you put on a heavy jacket, you could handle 13 really easily. It's when it goes below 0, it's nasty. Yeah, well, you're probably used to it being way warmer. I mean, this is the weather here. I mean, what's it in New York? Let's see. 14. Yeah, see, it's not much warmer here. It's really not that cold outside right now. I could go outside and I could honestly go outside in a t-shirt if I was just like doing something quick, like getting the mail or something. Anyway, we're gonna head ringside, guys, for our next contest. I'll see you there.
And his partner, from parts unknown, weighing in at 177 pounds, Ray
meant the time had come for one to go to the temple of the king. There in the middle of the circle he stands, searching, seeking. With just one touch of his trembling hand, the answer will be found. Daylight waits while the old man sings, help me, help me. And then like the rush of 1,000 wings, it shines upon the one. And the day has just begun. One day in the year of the fox came a time remembered well, when the strong young man of the rising sun heard the tolling of the great black bell. One day in the year of the fox, when the bell began to sing, it meant the time had come for the one to go to the temple of the king. There in the middle of the people he stands, seeing, feeling, just a wave of a strong right hand, he's gone to the temple of the king.
And they're at a combined weight of 519 pounds, Dirk Bulmer and D. Birdman.
Take my hand, we'll king up and down. We'll come back again to a different land. Now I like this way. You can go away if you guess the name. You can every place. Firefly, could you shine your light? Now I know your ways, but they're just like mine. Now I'm justified.
Yeah, this is another one of those matches that when the Winter Games was announced and you saw the teams, you knew eventually these teams would be facing off and it was going to be a big deal. So here we go. Fantastic Foxes against the Bullet Buddies. I guess fortunately for the Bullet Buddies, they were able to get this match in before the Fantastic Foxes. Oh, got their new Fox, as we have been told that the two Foxes have figured out how to clone themselves, and well, that can only spell bad news for haters of the Fox. Bullet Buddies, meanwhile, seemingly having some tough times after Dark Balor agreed to a 3-on-3 match without first consulting Lolly. Bullet Buddies doesn't even have 3 members, and not to mention Lolly already going to be tied up in the Proving Grounds match at the next big event. What the heck Dark Balor is thinking, who could possibly know? I mean, that or Lolly could try fighting twice in one night. I mean, I don't know if I would recommend it. A Hell in a Cell match and a Proving Grounds match? That sounds awful. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So yeah, I mean, I guess the likely solution is they're going to have to try to find 2 more buddies, but where the hell are they going to find them? Who the hell is going to want to step into Hell in a Cell to fight the Fox? I guess actually there's probably a long line for that, isn't there? Jack Danger and Patrick Holly. Oh gosh. To be fair, the new guy that Fundy had is kind of like a slimmed down Patrick Holly. It's like Patrick Holly didn't do so well in his first, so he went and did like MMA, and now this is his return. He's not quite as like tall as Patrick Holly was. Like his muscles are smaller, but like yeah, we can make that work. He lives in his boots. It was the only way he thought he could get over. And you know, he made that young rookie mistake where he had really stupid hair. He had the big poofy curly hair. Oh, Patrick Holly, what a dumb character. It's honestly funny when you think about it, the Bullet Buddies' original intention was like, alright, look at all these jabronis we have, we'll just throw them together. And now, like, the Bullet are actually people that are over. Anyway, this is a classic feud we got here. Bullet Buddies and the Foxes in particular. You see who's battling in the ring. Lolly and Rainbow Fox. Guess 5 was pretty over. You're not wrong. He was the one guy that was really over. It was sort of like his stable, you know. Even though he wasn't technically the leader, he was the one meant to get over. So if there ever was someone that won, it was him. But everyone else just went out there to get their ass kicked instead of him. It was one of those dealies. He was the Roman. I would more consider him like, trying to think of a good example. He is the... See, I'm trying to think of a jabroni stable. You can't consider the Shield a jabroni stable. That's the problem with that. So maybe think of it kind of like... See, I don't want to even say Mick Foley in Job Squad because Foley was already kind of like a legend by that point. I can't really think of a good real-life example of it. See, well, CEO wasn't healthy enough at the start of the Winter Games. Not to mention, who the hell would want to partner with that scumbag? Oh no! The miscalculation by Dark Balor. He was definitely going for Flash Fox, but Fox ducked. Ended up hitting his own part, and now the referee down. Oh, what a mess. X-Pac and X-Factor. Well, X-Pac was the leader, but yeah, it's kind of the same idea, yeah. I was kind of looking for a dynamic where it wasn't the person who was the leader, but I mean that's essentially. Oh, if we're gonna mention people who are the leader, then you could also say like Kenny from Spirit Squad. You know, Kenny was always the protected one, and he would always get the win. Oh, Balor's gone. But, you know, everyone else, including Dolph, always got their ass kicked. And Power of the Paw. Oh, Lolly just shot back up after Power of the Paw. He's probably almost like immune to that by this point. He's been hit with it so many times. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, why would you take Red Hot Chili Peppers if you didn't have Uncle Cracker? Balor, he's heading to the back, and he is not happy about it. He's got to feel semi-responsible for the downturn of this match for the Bullet Buddies after accidentally hitting the Rana on Lolly the Birdman. Lolly gonna try to get back into this. And to be fair, I really disliked X Factor when they were around, and I really could never place my finger on why. And it probably was solely that theme. Because, like, individually, all the talents are, like, they're good.
A competitor
we got a win here.
Eliminated.
Fantastic Foxes take home 40 points, and that breaks them into the top 10. 143 points overall. Congratulations to the Foxes. Let's see who got themselves some points in the betting here. Delete. Sole winner in the bets. Congratulations. And with that, guys, I believe that takes us to our main event. Test and X Factor. No, Test was never an X Factor. Him and Albert had broken up by that point. Test was in the Union. Which was a really weird stable. Joey Mercury. No, X Factor was X-Pac, Albert, and Just Incredible. And yeah, Just Incredible would probably be the jabroni of the group. So I can't say everybody was really good. He was okay. He was a fine, like, you know, tertiary member that was out there to get his ass kicked when he needed someone to get their ass kicked. Like, he could fill that role. You know, Albert's a badass, and X-Pac was cool at points, so, like, you know, there's no reason that X Factor should have been such an utter failure. But yeah, I think that song was highly responsible for it. That song was fucking awful. Like, it starts out trying to be so, you're dealing with the X Factor. It's so fucking bad. He was too small to have the tombstone. Yeah, we'll tell that to the Young Bucks. X-Pac was cool in 19. That's not fair at all, dude. 1, 2, 3 Kid was awesome. 6 was cool. X-Pac was cool at various points. I mean, X-Pac is cool when he comes around now. Except for when he tears his asshole. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get our main event stuff set here. They get the bets. Get the, shit his pants. Alright, guys, looks like our main event's ready. I'll see you there. What a main event this is. The only thing that could have possibly been bigger than Bullet Buddies versus the Foxes. We got the Team versus Country Savage. Yes, this time it is a fair fight, 2-on-2. Go ahead and drop your bets here. Bet option 1 for the Team and bet option 2 for Country Savage. Now you cannot ignore the fact that Country Savage coming out here showing the injuries they've sustained the last couple weeks after being attacked backstage in a cowardly fashion happened to Jay's eye. I mean, I can only assume that with all the broken glass that was around, perhaps he got some glass in his eye. That's why he's got to wear the eye patch until the wounds heal on it. I have not received a doctor's. Oh God, the bat by Darrell Coleman, just brutalizing the already beaten Big Country Clyde, and where he broke his eye socket and his eye popped out. I think that's probably more what Big Country Clyde might have had. That's why he's got to wear the face shield. Oh God, this match getting so violent already, and it's just beginning. Good luck, everybody, your bets. We got 40 seconds left. Last chance to get them in. Bet option 1 to team 2 for Country Savage, who's going to take home 40 points here. And both teams sitting near the top. 40 points, such a big addition to their total. Country Savage at this point has not been defeated in a match. However, the controversy last night as their match with El Perfecto ended in a draw, the first time we've seen them not come out victorious. You can bet for sure these injuries played a part. Will they be able to keep up with the team? Which, nothing against El Perfecto, but they are no team. Both of these men like giant walking refrigerators. Savage, on their best day, I'm sure can easily keep up with the team, but the condition they are in right now. Darrell Coleman knocks down Savage J with a hard right hand. And the knees, and you see the braces on both Savage J's knees. Whoever had attacked him had targeted those knees. Savage J, he can't charge up his run speed, he can't hit the spear without the knees to lift, properly execute. Final breath. Savage J pretty much has all of his arsenal weakened. Darrell sent outside, and Bryce, look at Bryce, handling himself with both. Country Savage. Now we're down to Clyde and Bryce, and Clyde. A Country landslide into the corner there, and a DDT follows it up. You can almost taste the blood coming soon. We're almost a quarter of the way into the match here. Here comes Darrell. Onto the injured face of Big Country Clyde. And Bill Savage J nails Bryce with a spear. As much of it as he can get. Bryce. Oh, look at the big moves being hit left and right. Final breath. Following the pounce by Darrell Coleman. Big time moves, but no one's being busted open by those. DDT by Bryce, or onto Bryce. Clyde has an unfair advantage. What's that? Savage J. Look at this, signaling. He's calling for the end. The protective mask, it's medically required. He's not cleared to compete without his doctor-approved medical devices on. Same for Savage Show. It's not clear to Reformer that his knee braces, his eye patched over. Elbows also properly supported with wrappings. If anyone has an unfair advantage, look at the pads that the team are wearing. How is anyone going to get any kind of attack in on those thighs? The Country Clyde with the Country Crusher. Bryce out on his back, and here comes the fists.
A competitor
And Bryce
eliminated.
has been busted open, and Clyde loving it. And Darrell Coleman now left alone with both members of Country Savage, and what a disadvantage here. What two beastly people in a bad attitude after what's happened to them the last couple weeks. And whether it's the truth or not, both of them believe that Darrell Coleman and Bryce are behind it. Darrell thrown back into the ring. Oh, with the uppercut. The Country Clyde not letting him get any space at all here.
A competitor
And it's
has been
over.
eliminated.
What this world needs is people ready.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I just see that wrong? Did Clyde get eliminated? What the fuck happened?
A competitor
Oh,
has
well,
been
there we go.
eliminated.
What this world needs is people ready.
Here are your winners, the Redneck and the Savage. One.
Well, that was weird. Well, Country Savage back on top here tonight. 40 points for them. That is still 18 points for the team. And so, Country Savage sitting very pretty back on top, 223 points total. And you can see the overall standings there. Quite a lead they got over there on the second place Fellowship, 198. Bonebreaker Society in third with 195. Bullet Buddies in fourth. The team all the way down in fifth. 18 points were a nice help, but man, those 40 points are really taking them up there. You can see the rest of the teams going all the way down to poor old Powerhouse, still sitting in last. Yeah, man, Bullet Buddies number 4. Certainly plenty of room for them to still jump up on these standings before the end of this. We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more nights to come. What is next on the list? The Winter Games here. We just did First Blood. Ah, very nice. Up next is going to be TLC matches. One more show. You guys want one more show? You're not tired? Should I do one more show? That is a tough question. I mean, it's going to take me a while to set it up if I have to do another one. Yes, you should. It is only 1:30. I guess I could maybe squeeze another one in. I don't know. Save it for the... Trying to play the other team. Well, Jay probably wants to go to bed. Some people got shit to do tomorrow. Yeah, actually, I got shit I gotta do tomorrow. I shouldn't be doing. Yeah, let's hold off on this. We don't need to rush through the tournament anyway. We only got 5 more shows. We'll get through them quick enough. We'll probably do one sometime this weekend. We'll see how things go with that. Oh wait, Sunday's the Super Bowl, isn't it? So yeah, I don't think the team is going to be available to wrestle that night. They'll probably be busy doing something. You're flying on Sunday. Well, good luck with that. To be fair, it's probably not going to be a very busy travel day. People are probably like, I'm going to travel to the Super Bowl. So it might actually not be terrible. Alright, let me find something to host here for you guys, because apparently you guys want to watch more wrestling. So hopefully something decent on is able to be host here. NXT, yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything particularly exciting here, fortunately, so maybe let's try something else. What else is there that might be cool? Games. What's the popular games right now? Sea of Thieves, really? People are still playing Sea of Thieves? Kingdom Hearts. IRL. Other. What the hell is an other? Fortnite? You want me to host a Fortnite stream? Oh, this is awesome. What the hell is this? Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I found an excellent stream. Alright guys, I'll be throwing the host. Alright guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Feel free to join me over on the host, guys. It's going to be incredible. I'll see you guys.
No one's business but